Now we are going to translate into Spanish the modules or the files that you created in that module. We load in the desktop and we click, and the module name is the same as the desktop name, in which case I had to change the date because this was done a later date. Let's click on that thing, and it's loaded in all the options for you, and I suggest you read the translating HTML files or closed caption files. It'll help you immensely in using this program. Now, language translation tool, you notice there's a new icon at the top, and it looks like a scholar's cap, and it's got all the options set for you, and I happen to use weird drive numbers or drive letters, and this is the R drive, in which case I'm setting that thing. And surprise, surprise, you find that the module is empty because you haven't created anything for it yet. So this allows you to combine files for translation. In this case, you only got one file, but you could have many files. And now it has prepared these files for Google Translate. Google Translate has a number of strange settings. First of all, it won't translate any text file that's bigger than 5,000 characters, and I've broken this thing down into 5,000 character chunks for you. Now we click on the first one, and we notice we get it in all the English, and that file is automatically copied to the clipboard. Oops, let's just see here. Google Translate. Here we go. And we just Control V, and you hear all your English, and here's the Spanish for you. And notice I have all sorts of checksums on this thing to make sure that Google Translate does its job properly and it doesn't drop lines or mangle lines for you. If it does, you have to call your supervisor for that particular file. So we just copy that thing to the clipboard. Once the update is on, it's done. Alright, there's a little check mark up there, and that file is done. Let's go to the next file, the last file, and it should automatically go back to the publisher functions when it's finished, when it's done on translation. Let's go back to the translation. Control V, and it's copied the second file over for you and translated it. Click on Update, and it's all done for you. So we use the Google Translate, and we use closed caption files, which are not HTML files. Assemble. All right, let's assemble this thing for a module into the module that you hope to check. And we're going to shut down the program now, or shut down the form. So we restart the form, and this time, instead of getting the module empty, it's loaded up with a file that you wish to translate. And here's a scripted file name that I gave it. Next. Here is a typical English translation file. This isn't your typical movie review show. And here is a Spanish translation. You can check and make sure it's okay. And if you're happy with it, you can go to next and do the same thing. And you carry on until you reach the end of the file. Now I'm going to skip a lot of this thing, so I'm going to get an error message. Create formatted HTML files for publishing. And I got 190 some files that aren't translated. They've got question marks, so be it. And it's copied one file back to the place where you had the original file. Only this time it's got a ESP option on the end of it. That is all there is to doing translation work. Thank you.